Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to my Fallout 4 Mod Spotlight series, where today we are having a look at the Rocket Punch mod, which is being made by user The Sunburn. And what this glorious little piece of work looks to add into the game is a fun new rocket launcher that actually can punch people at a distance. And by that I mean it's a rocket launcher that, rather than firing things that go boom, it fires rockets that are melee weapons. And that just makes me laugh. This is most certainly one of those mods that I saw, and it may not be the most useful thing ever, but I find it hilarious, and so here we are. So let's take a look at what we do get here, and now the rocket launcher itself is, well, pretty much identical to the standard in-game rocket launcher. In fact, even its modifications, for the most part, are identical. We have the multiple barrels, the typical sights, and typical muzzle attachments, but the big difference is the ammunition, in that you have 5 different kinds of rockets with different melee weapons effectively attached to them, so when you fire the rocket, they hit them hard as a melee damage type, which is just beautiful. Now, as for the most standard version here, it is the boxing glove, thus the RPG. It's actually a rocket-propelled glove, which I just think is hilarious on its own, and this one will do 48 damage with a firing rate of 3, range of 203, and an accuracy of 65, and a weight of 12.6. And all in all, it is a fun and useful weapon. Now, as for the 5 different ammo types that we do have, we can head over here to a table where I've got them all sorted out, and the first one is the rocket-propelled glove, and I mean, yeah, it's just a rocket with a boxing glove attached to the end, and it amuses me greatly. Now, after that, we also have the Deathclaw rocket, which does a heck of a lot more damage than the boxing glove, and also will stick into walls when you fire it, and that is pretty wonderful. Now, the next one we have is the Protectron hand rocket, and this one will actually electrify your enemies, which who doesn't love that? And then we have the Assaultron claw rocket, and again, just a fun little thing there. And finally, we have the Skull rocket, which does appear to be missing some textures, but oh well, it's still pretty cool looking. And again, it's just a skull attached to a rocket, and that makes me chuckle. And there we are, the 5 different rocket types. Now, how do you get your hands on one of these glorious rocket punchers? Well, it's pretty simple. It is added into the leveled loot list, and so you will find it scattered around the world in shops, on raiders and containers, all that sort of stuff. And same with the rockets. You will find them in various places in the Commonwealth, though you can also make the rockets if we go into the chemistry station and go down to rocket puncher ammo. Now, the rocket propelled gloves are pretty simple, being made with 1 missile and 1 rubber. The skull will be made with 1 missile and 1 bone. The Protectron hand rocket will be made with 1 missile and a broken Protectron hand, which you can scavenge from destroyed Protectrons or in trash cans, etc. And then the Assaultron claw rocket, 1 missile and 1 broken Assaultron hand, again can be found on destroyed Assaultrons rather this time. And then we have the Deathclaw rocket, which is 1 missile and 1 Deathclaw hand. And yeah, they are pretty wonderful, and each having various different perks required to make them. And now, one of the fun parts about these rockets, just to do another little test fire here pretty quick, is that all of them can be retrieved. You're not exploding these rockets. You fire it, it hits a thing, and then it's on the ground, which is why I really love the Deathclaw rocket, because instead of bouncing off the targets like this one will, the Deathclaw one will stick into like a wall nearby or something, or if it takes someone's head off, it'll stick that head to a wall, and that's pretty hilarious as well. And yeah, it's just kind of a funny feature that, you can fire the rocket and then go pick it back up, and boom, you got ammo once again. So let's go and take a look at the weapon workbench and have a look at the different modifications we do have. And in the barrel category, as I mentioned earlier, standard sort of stuff here, where we have the standard triple and quad barrel. We then have the sights of either the standard scope or night vision. We then have the muzzle with either nothing, a bayonet, or a stabilizer. And finally, the ammo types, where the default, as I said, is the boxing glove, doing that 48 damage. The Assaultron hand will increase the damage up to 85, and this one can also stick to walls. I did forget about that there. Then the Bonehead rocket does 60 damage, and it will make targets nearby fear a bit. So, you know, always fun there. Put the fear of God into your enemies by launching skull-based rockets at them. That's just wonderful. Then the Deathclaw Gauntlet does 96 damage and has a chance to disarm people. The Protectron Hand does 72 physical damage and 6 electrical, electrifying the target. And then we have homing versions of each of these if, you know, you don't want to aim so much, which is pretty great. And yeah, all in all, a pretty fun little mod. So let's go take a look at these things being fired. Now, I only made 3 because a lot of them are honestly kind of the same, just different amounts of damage. So we already did, of course, see the just standard rocket puncher, and ooh, that one actually stuck into the wall for a change, which is odd. Huh, I've never seen that happen before, actually, with the RPG. We then have the Deathclaw rocket, which, I mean, is just wonderful. Fire that! And that one does always definitely stick, because, I mean, it's a freaking Deathclaw. And then finally, of course, we do have the Protectron rocket one for electrifying people. And that's just grand. Other than that, I mean, it functions pretty much like a normal rocket launcher, so let's go and have a look at one of these in practice with Randy and Will, and I think I'll use the Protectron hand on Will and the Deathclaw hand on Randy. I'm gonna get a little bit close, though, because even though this is a rocket launcher, it is still a melee weapon damage, so yeah, let's just go in advance and fire a couple of rounds. And there it goes! Oh, God. Oh, hey, I got a curious case of Billy Gibbs. I forgot I have that installed right now on this. Oh, God, Will, he is electrified, though, and on the ground. But you know what? It's working out pretty good. Oh, that one did not. It bounced off the barrel. That is unfortunate. One of the problems, of course, of, you know, not actually having explosive damage. Take that, Will. Oh, I missed. Oh, God. He's coming near me. And back to bats, and take that. Boom. Oh, God, it didn't kill him still. But it did electrify him good. Alright, I'm actually gonna have to find him in here. Hello, Will, where are you? I missed. Hold on. Thankfully, I made enough of these. Just, there we go. And again, I can pick up my ammunition after I'm done. And even though I was at first kind of weirded out by the flame still being there on the rockets, it actually helps you find them, especially if they end up in thick brush or anything along those lines. It's kind of like a little flare showing you where it is, which is pretty great. Now let's get the Deathclaw rocket. Oh yeah! Hi, my friend, it's time for you to get Deathclawed. Oh, Randy, I am so sorry, buddy. Oh, and he's down, and there are actually Deathclaws over there, which clearly means we have to kill them, or at least try to, with their own hands. But first, let's retrieve those 2 Deathclaw rockets. Hi, guys. Ooh, they are fighting each other. Well, let's fire. Fire. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Take that, Deathclaws! I do love how they stick into the enemies. It's pretty wonderful. I think it's gonna take a while to kill them with these, though, considering the, they are kind of low level of damage here, but they are just hilarious to fire at people. Because, I mean, come on, it's a melee rocket. How could you not love that? Alright, they are... Oh, got him good. Got him good. Oh, it's great. I'm punching Deathclaws at a distance. It's beautiful. Oh my God, that one exploded. And there we go. There we go. I'm out of those. Let's go back to the Protectron one. He's underwater. Keep firing. Well, we clearly have to kill him with VATS. Once he gets up, let's wait. Again, I love all the rocket effects on them, that he's still just sort of glowing there. Hello, and oh God, oh there, oh wait, where's a good? There we go, and fire. Oh, the bush got in the way, but he is electrified. He is down. And here comes another Protectron hand. Ooh, oh god, I think I got him in the groin. Oh, I'm so sorry, Deathclaw. I really am. And fire. Yeah, this one does a lot less damage, but the electrification effect is pretty fun. Yeah, he's in the water there now, isn't he? Again. Oh, this one's gonna take a little bit to kill him. Come back. I need you to die. Here we go. Ooh, I missed. Okay, and clearly a critical hit. Boom. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. But yes, that is the Rocket Punch mod. It is just wonderful. I absolutely love that it's rockets that do melee damage. I mean, come on, how could you not love that? It's just entertaining. But yes, that's really it for this episode. Not a whole lot else to go through with these. So if you'd like to take a look at this mod for yourself, which I would certainly recommend you go and do, you can have a look at the link in the description as per usual. But that's going to be it for today. Hope you all have enjoyed. You do come back for the next, but until that time, thank you for watching, and as always, have a good one!